Yet another successful day of hunting. You know, I really thought this mountain life was gonna get boring after a while, but I'm really glad I gave it a chance. So far away from civilization and everything. It was very nice. And wait, is that a human? Oh my god. Wait. It is a human. She's passed out in the snow. Oh, damn it. Luckily, she's still alive. If I hurry now, I can get her back. Okay. I hope she doesn't mind. This is gonna be quite the bumpy ride. Oh, you've woken up. Wait. It's okay. I'm not here to hurt you. I was coming back home and I saw that you were passed out in the snow. I brought you back here. You shouldn't move around too much. I'd say you need some rest. Just relax. I promise. I won't hurt you. What are you even doing all the way out here? Not to be mean or anything, but you don't look exactly like the hiking type. And especially in extreme conditions like this. Wanted to try new things. Oh, man. You know, when they say stuff like that, maybe trying up a new hobby, maybe getting a pet. Not exactly hiking on a mountain in extreme weather that almost gets you killed. But it's your life, I guess. I'm just glad I made it in time. Why am I here? Well, isn't it obvious? I live here. Yeah, it's pretty quiet. I enjoy it. It's nice to have company every once in a while. Are you hungry or anything? Would you like a drink? Alright. Well, the option's always there. Don't hesitate to ask me. It's fine. Hmm? How long have I been living up here? I want to say my whole life. I was born and raised here. Yeah, I guess you can say my parents were very old school. In a sense, they forced this lifestyle on me. Now, I live old school. I've grown to appreciate it, though. What was that? Oh, thank you. Yeah, my eyes are very light. They can glow in the dark, too. I've gotten a lot of compliments about them. I appreciate that. Don't look at them for too long, though. So where are you from? Ah, the city life. Well, what could I expect? You know, I still have yet to even step foot in the city. I hear all these stories about them, though. From my parents, at least. Tall buildings. They just look like big boxes that tower over everyone. So many people scouring everywhere. Like ants almost. It sounds very interesting. Sometimes I have thoughts of coming down this mountain and maybe checking it out for myself. But for now, I'd like to live my youth up here. Yes, I do live alone. My parents passed away a long time ago. Oh no, don't worry. It's okay. It was normal. They just grew old. Yeah, nothing tragic. They had me rather late. You'd like to know about me? Well, I guess for starters, I'm a werewolf. No, I'm being serious. I'm a werewolf. I'm not joking. Oh wow. I see it just clicked for you. Yes, that is why my eyes are like this. And that is why I live up here. But there's a lot of misconceptions about being a werewolf. But I am being serious. Well, I guess I feel comfortable telling you because you passed out on the mountain. So anybody you'll tell probably won't believe you. So, honestly, I got nothing to worry about. You'd like to ask questions now. Alright. Well, let me grab a seat. I guess I'll humor this for a little bit. Since you are my guest and all. Well, ask away. I'm all ears. Ah, the full moon. Do you want to know the truth about that? In all honesty, it's a myth. We can actually turn anytime we want to. The way that rumor started was when people would go out, and especially at night. It was only on a full moon that people would be able to see us. So the conception started that full moons bring out werewolves. When in all honesty, that's far from the truth. We're always lurking. We can always turn. It's just a lot easier to see us in moonlight. So to answer your question, that's a bunch of baloney. In all honesty, it kind of turned into a tradition for werewolves. It became somewhat of a fun game. Back then, my ancestors. The story goes is that since the villagers started that rumor, werewolves would be more prone to go out, since there'd be a lot more villagers wandering around, wondering if they can catch a glimpse of these beasts. So, naturally, they turned it into a game. At sunset, they drink, party, and have fun. Then when night falls, they'd turn into werewolves. They'd make a game. Whoever could hunt more villagers and get more kills wins. And the rest of the pack has to hunt for their meals for the rest of the week. And then they wait until the next full moon comes out. Then they do it again. It's funny how a rumor turned into somewhat of a game for werewolves. That tradition then died out centuries later. My parents never did it. Oh, yeah. My parents were werewolves. You see, I wasn't necessarily turned into one. I was born one. This whole new generation of how things work is so weird. I can't really complain though, because I was born in it. But needless to say, werewolves aren't as scary as they used to be. Apparently now, werewolves still hold the tradition to party, but not the same way our ancestors did. They'd probably go out, do a little gathering, go out to eat, or go to a club or something. Chances are, if it was a full moon and you were out at a place to eat, a werewolf was probably sitting not too far from you. We're just like normal people now. No need to hunt, no need to do anything. Most of them are just regular kids on their phone. Some of them don't even know they're half-breeds. Things have changed a lot. The whole meaning of werewolf has come up to a thing of myth. But you know, I prefer it like this. Seeing as how we used to be. People feared us. They tried to kill us. And we never really got peace. Thankfully, somebody made the idea to turn it into a romantic drama and many other things of the sort for movies. So now werewolves are more of a thirst thing for teenage girls for some reason, and horror stories. So, to everyone else, we're just fictional. So, there's your answer. Werewolves have changed a lot. And the moon was always a myth. Before we continue on with me, though, I wonder, why a mountain in the middle of a blizzard? Out of all the things you can do, I highly doubt that this is the most sensible thing to jump into. You wanted to feel like you could accomplish something. Well, might I suggest something a little small, and then maybe work your way up to a, death-defying task? Oh, I see. You wanted to feel proud of yourself. Is that right? Hmm. Well, I understand that. I do. Being compared to my parents, I've always felt like I could do better. Seeing the stuff they've achieved and the things they could do. Well, let's just say it makes me look like a household dog. But then I learned, why compare? I can be myself. I'm great in my own ways. Just like how you are in your own ways. Obviously, you don't have to climb a mountain like this and almost die for it because you want to prove something. Who are you trying to prove to? Well, you almost died with no one knowing. I will tell you this though. You got heart and a lot of pride. But it's really not worth dying over. And I'll tell you that much. Oh. Have I always known I was a werewolf? That's not a bad question, actually. So, when I was a child, my parents kept that a secret from me. They actually tried to raise me up here with a normal life. It almost worked. But, I don't know. Things felt different. I used to have a friend when I was a child. A human friend. And I don't know. Seeing the obvious differences in me and them, well, it was pretty obvious I was different. I was faster, stronger, had a keen sense of smell, and really good eyesight and hearing. At first I thought maybe I was just really gifted, but over time, the gap in my physical abilities became a lot wider. And one day, I don't know, I just felt really strange. I don't know what it was. But I got this feeling. And it wasn't a good one. My parents automatically knew what to do. All I did was walk in and tell them, I don't feel good. And they immediately panicked. I had no idea. But all they could keep saying was, we tried. We tried. There's no keeping it from him any longer. We have to tell him. So, I was going through a weird transition in my life that all werewolves do. You don't earn the power to transform when you're a child. It happens more or less like puberty. And I was entering that transition, so they had no choice but to sit down and tell me. And that night I transformed. It's kind of a blur to me, honestly. But from then on, I knew the truth. Not gonna lie, I always knew I was different. So, the news wasn't necessarily a big bomb, but still quite surprising. Hmm? Oh, well, after that day, I didn't talk to them anymore. My parents said, for the betterment of them and for myself, it was best to keep away. And sooner or later, him and his family, they ended up moving away. So, I was alone, with no friends once again. I'd say it's for the better. Being alone, honestly, made me a lot tougher, smarter, well adjusted, independent. I honestly prefer it like this. Well, that's a random one. No, I've never used any of my powers for evil, but, you know, now that I think of it, there, oh man, I don't know why I'm gonna tell you this story, but I did not feel like hunting. So, I saw this family. They caught a ton of fish. Oh, I see your face. No, don't worry. They're completely fine. I promise. What happened was, it was just a lazy day for me. So, I wanted to see if I can get a quick pity treat. Us werewolves, we can heal pretty fast. So, I impaled myself with a stick in my leg and transformed. I limped over to the family acting like an injured dog, and, well, they took pity on me. They gave me some food and looked after me. The wound was healed in about an hour, and I was on my way. They said things about wanting to keep me. That was pretty sweet. So, I guess if that counts, then yes, embarrassingly enough, I have. Ah, it's embarrassing, I know. It seems like something's on your mind. Would you mind enlightening me? Oh. Yes, of course I'll tell you where we are. We're almost at the top of the mountain. I was thinking of just keeping you here until you're back on your feet. You don't look like you're in good shape, and I've seen your supply bag. Really? That's enough supplies to feed one child. So, I'm not surprised that you seemed to faint. Also, your body was extremely cold. And seeing the weather out there, it doesn't seem to be slowing up anytime soon. So my plan was to keep you here, nurse you back to health, feed you, clothe you, whatever you need. And then I'll give you a bit of a ride back down the mountain. Yes, in my form. You'll ride on my back, and I'll take you back down. You do realize that's how we got up here, right? I had to carry you in my mouth, but you were unconscious. So, it doesn't really seem to matter. That might be why the side of your body is in pain. I tried to be as gentle as possible, but you might see a bit of some markings. Sorry about that. Oh no, it's okay. I really don't mind. No need to say thank you. Also, you don't have to worry about intruding on me. I want to do this. So please, it's really no bother. What are the pros to living in a mountain? Well, let me think. Well, I guess for starters, away from civilization, from judgment, from noise, it's pretty relaxing. I guess another one would be the view. It's quite nice. Wildlife lives around here, so I can always hunt for my meals, not too far from home. I think that covers it all. Are there things I dislike? Ah, yes. Being up here, it can be tiring when it comes to getting water. I have to go travel quite a bit down to find a lake or a puddle. And I guess the weather can be considered a con as well. But again, in my opinion, there's a lot more pros than there are cons. I don't really consider them cons, honestly. Although they could be annoying, they serve as extra work, extra challenges. I don't like to see anything as a downside, honestly. More of a challenge. It's only really a downside if you see it that way. And that's just a negative way of thinking, in my opinion. Huh. You can ask all the things in the world. Like I'm a werewolf, for Christ's sake. But you choose to ask if I've ever had a girlfriend. Well, no, I haven't. I've never found a proper mate. Never really tried looking. I'm still quite in my youth, so it's not really been quite the priority for me. But I have thought about it. But as far as I've been alive, no, I never have. Speaking of mates, you're quite beautiful yourself. I'm only joking. But you really are beautiful. I just wanted to tell you that. Well, it seems to be getting dark. How about this? You get some rest. I'll wake you up in the morning. and I'll get a nice bath running for you. How does that sound? Alright. Well, you go ahead. Hmm? Oh. Well, yes, this is a small house. I was thinking you can just sleep on my bed while you're here. It's really not a problem for me. I can just turn into a wolf and curl up and sleep outside. It's been a while since I've done that, actually, but it's nice to think about the olden days. So I'm a little excited to do that again. So please, it's no biggie. Use the bed for as long as you need. I'll be outside if you need me. Just give me a holler if you do. Good night. I'll see you in the morning. Hey. Hey. Good morning. Hey. Wake up. Jeez. Wake up. There you are. It's literally the afternoon already. Do all humans sleep this long? It's no problem. The bath has been running for a while now, and I keep having to reheat it. So I just thought I'd come in and wake you up. You know, just so we can get the bath out of the way. Is that fine by you? Yes, I know you're still weak. That was why I was gonna be the one to clean you. You don't need to be surprised. I'm only gonna clean you, I promise. Nothing more than that. I know you're not in the best shape. But, not gonna lie, you've been kind of rolling around on the ground. I think you really would need a bath. Come here. I'll guide you. Alright, one step at a time. My bathroom's over here. Alright, let me sit you down right here. Okay. Now, I'm gonna check if the water's still hot. While I do that, you go ahead and get undressed. It seems to be good still. Did you need any help? I'm gonna take that as a yes. Here, put your hands up. I'll get your shirt. Alright. Now let's get these pants off of you as well. I made sure for the bath not to be too hot. I know putting you in a really hot temperature after being in the cold is not the best thing to do to someone. So, I just made it a bit lukewarm. So, I'm sorry if you were expecting a really nice hot bath. But for your health, I think we should just start slow. I will say, that is quite the view. There's no need to blush. I'm only appreciating the obvious. Now come on. Let me get you in the bath. Careful. Alright. Now you can go ahead and sit down. Let me handle it from here. Are you okay with the sponge bath? Or are you more of a cloth kind of person? Or do you prefer me to use my hands? Wow, your face lit up there. I was only joking, as always. This is fun. It's been a while since I've had someone to joke around with. I guess I'll go with the cloth. Now, can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Oh, wait. Can you raise your hand real quick? I'm just gonna try to get the middle of your body. So, what's your family like? Well, that's good. I've been meaning to ask, does anybody even know you're up here? Have you told anybody about this? What about now, too? I know getting a bath from a werewolf at the top of a mountain in the middle of a cabin sounds kind of far-fetched, but at least letting them know you're safe is kind of a big deal. Can you lift your leg real quick? Ah, I see. You moved out a long time ago. Do you keep contact with them? I'm sorry, I'm curious. Do you have friends or, are you close with your family? I'm honestly surprised. I wondered, what if I didn't find you? Would anyone else even know? I see. Well, I'm sorry for asking. My apologies. So, I take it that this little adventure you went on was more of a self-achievement than an achievement to boast to others. Well, I'll remind you once more. You're enough. And it took a lot of guts to do what you did. And at least you made it out. Consider this whole dilemma of a werewolf giving you a bath. Your reward. Oh. You seem to be able to move around a lot more. Well, that's good. I guess you're starting to get some feeling in your body again. Thanks to the water, at least. Alright. Let me rinse the soap off of you. Can you shut your eyes for me real quick? I'm just gonna pour this on you real quick. Okay. Well, I think I got all of you. Do you want some help out of here? I got you. I'll walk you back to the room, and I'll dry you up there. And I'll give you a fresh pair of clothes. Oh, I didn't think you'd really care, but since you asked, my bed is made out of multiple animal pelts, cotton, and a bit of some wool at the top from sheep. It took a while, but I experimented with many skins and pelts, and I came to the conclusion that cotton works the best. So I filled some in a sack and used that as the top layer. I'll flip the layers here and there, and sometimes I'll sleep on bear fur, deer, sheep, or sometimes just plain cotton. I don't know. It's a mood thing, I guess. Oh, yes, I do have a wolf pelt. Whoa, your face just contorted there for a second. Is there something wrong with that? Well, it's not technically killing my own kind. They're wolves, and I'm somewhat of a mythical creature. We're kind of differentiated in a way. I guess we could be compared the same, but at the end of the day, they're animals. And, well, I'm intelligent and human. I guess I can communicate with them, but when things get cold and things become dire, well, I gotta do what I gotta do. Well, yes, I guess you can make the argument that I could just always be a wolf and I wouldn't have to worry about staying warm, but sometimes being a wolf isn't exactly the most comfortable thing. I quite enjoy this form a lot better. I never thought I'd be debating about this with somebody, but here I am. Would you like some clothes now? Well, you covered up real quick with your hands. It seems like you almost forgot you were in the bear when we were arguing. It was quite cute. But I'll take that as a yes. So here. This is a coat. And here are some garments for you. Just put these on and let me know when you're hungry or thirsty, and I'll whip something up for you. You don't have to put the coat on, but at least put the other things on. You can stay in bed if you like. I'll be outside. I'm gonna gather more firewood, so when night falls, we'll have warmth. You'd like to join me? If you're here tomorrow, then maybe you can. But for now, just focus on getting some rest. Getting better. You have improved quite a bit, but you still have a bit of a ways to go. I'll be back. I have a little bell outside. Just ring it if anything. It was a little system my parents set up for me when I was a kid. They were never home. They'd always gather materials and hunt. So anytime I needed help with something, I just go outside and ring it. This will actually be the first time I'll be on the other side of the bell, answering to it instead of ringing it. So this will be a new experience. Well, just keep that in mind. I'm gonna go. Get some rest. Hey, I'm back. I gathered some firewood. I don't really know what you're into food-wise, so I gathered fruits and vegetables. I've got a plethora of animals as well. Are you a fish person or more of a mammal person? I'm not too sure. I just went out and hunted anything I could see. Hmm. Surprise you. Huh. Well, alright. I'll do just that. When dinner time comes, you best believe I'll make the best thing I could think of. Can I ask you a question? I don't know what it is. And I don't know if you're just really dumb or very calm, but you've been extremely relaxed this entire time. Other than the times that I've joked about little things here and there when it came to teasing you, I've never got a hint of hostility from you. Can I ask? Why? Do you actually trust me that much? Well, if you want to ask that, then yes. I kinda did think you were gonna kill me the second I told you I was a werewolf. I'm glad you didn't, and I'm glad you're not keeping any guards up near me, but I don't know. You being this calm and grateful, I honestly didn't think it was gonna be like this. I thought the second I tell you, you'd try to muster up the little strength you had left and run out. Maybe make it like a mile, or not even, and just collapse again, and I bring you back up here. But no, you've been pretty lenient lately. A little confusing. So I guess that's why I'm asking you. Why? Hmm. Wow. You see me for me, and not for what I am. Why, thank you. That's honestly very refreshing. It's been a while since I've had company, and I'm sorry if I kept running that into the ground. But it's really true. No one lives up here other than the other family that used to live by me. So it's refreshing, confusing, nice, and very new that someone is accompanying me through all this. You know, talking to you and looking at your beauty, it really does show me how much I've yearned for company and for something beautiful to look at. Well, yeah, I am flirting with you, obviously. Why wouldn't I? I like what I see. And you should give yourself a lot more credit. I think I see in you a lot more than you see in yourself. I wouldn't mind you visiting me every once in a while after all this. I'd honestly look forward to it. And maybe giving you a bath here and there. You know, just because. Alright. You seem like you're at a loss for words. Well, I'll leave you to that. I'll go get started on dinner. Fair warning before I do, though. My recipes and food won't exactly taste like the city life, so to say. I'm very traditional with my meals. A little too traditional. So, I'm sorry if I don't meet your taste of requirement. But I hope I can still satisfy you. I'll go get started on that now. I just want to say thank you for making this easy for me. It's quite refreshing. Very refreshing. And I don't know how many times I'm going to tell you this. But stay as long as you'd like. Well, you can lay down now. I'll go get started. Let me know if you need anything. I'll be in the other room. I'll wake you up when dinner's ready. Hey guys, it's Leo here, out of character, in the flesh. This was a long video, and really enjoyable, and very fun. I'm gonna take this time now to read out my Patreon supporters' names, and I see all of you. Thank you guys. I'm fumbling. But before I do, I want to say I'm gonna be doing all types of content now. Some longer videos, different kinds of audio role plays, just a lot of things involving voice acting and projects, and longer videos like this that give you more quality and more time instead of short, crunching videos that, don't last very long. I think this is a better approach to all that stuff. Okay. Now, time for my Patreon supporters. Thank you, Sugar Paw, Mikey, Viewer of YouTube, and Saya J. As for everyone else, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. Stay safe, and I love you all. See you later.